Only projects, plans, play,
Game!
with Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang data! GG bro!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Hindi umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta!
Yes!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Sampung taon ka nagtrabaho sa ibang bansa, pero ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Sineselebrate natin ang inyong retirement, at ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. New beginnings, new independence, dahil ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Kung ready ka na maging boss, ready ka nang kasama ang Shawarma Shack. Daan-daang franchisees across the country ang tagumpay sa pagiging boss. Through the Shawarma Shack franchising system, step-by-step namin kayong tutulungan. That's why Shawarma Shack is now the biggest shawarma chain in the country. Gusto namin tagumpay ka. Gusto namin, ikaw na ang boss. Masaya ka bonding sa inyong tagumpay.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
"24 teams, 4 conferences. This is something that we should look out for, and that is the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup coming real soon, mga kaliga. But before anything else, we'll focus first on the Nextman Cup for St. Clair Saints. It's one win away from the semifinals. For EAC, it's 2 straight wins or nothing. This is the truth and reality on this matchup. St. Clair wants to end this, but EAC wants to extend. Good afternoon, basketball fans. Welcome sa Pinoyliga Nextman Cup in Taguig City. And good afternoon, Justin. Another Saturday basketball action waiting for us.
Good afternoon, Kigo. Yeah, I'm excited for both of these matchups. We know what's on the line, and let's see who's going to step up to the plate.
As we take a look at the game schedule, March 21, first game, St. Clair Saints going up against EAC Generals. And later at 5:30, it's JRU Heavy Bombers going up against Guangming College Flying Dragons, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the quarterfinals.
Yeah,
For EAC, it's now or never. But for St. Clair, meron silang advantage.
Yeah, you know, it all takes one win for the Saints to move on. And we know what EAC can do with their backs against the wall. They always play like it, so let's see what they do now.
As we take a look at the road to the finals, makikita natin on the lower left-hand corner ang number 2 seed, ang St. Clair Saints going up against the number 3 seed na EAC Generals. At syempre, they're located on the bottom left-hand of the bracket at ang mananalo dito sa serie na to, lalabanan ang mananalo sa number 1 seed na NEU Hunters at Olfu Phoenix. And like what I said, now or never for EAC, pero sa St. Clair Saints, meron pa silang parang lifeline. As we take a look at the St. Clair Saints, yung muling laban nila, they won over the ENDERUN Titans. And it was a close one also, 68-56. But syempre, kumawala na lang sila ang St. Clair nung second half.
You know, it's important to start the second half always on a strong note. Every coach or most coaches say that the third quarter is the most important quarter. So right here, the St. Clair College Saints went in with the second half with a mentality of we're going to score, we're going to go, and we're going to dominate this second half. And that's how they got that dub against ENDERUN College Titans.
At makikita nyo nga ang second half points, 42-18. And we found out, of course, na naglalaro yung ENDERUN Titans. They were on top at the end of the first half bago umabante itong St. Clair Saints sa second half. And of course, ang St. Clair umaasa sa kanilang mga key players na yan. Siyempre, nadyan ang isang key player nila, si Joko Borcelo. 12 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists last time around.
Yeah, Joko Borcelo is one of those guys that can get streaky. He could get to the rim, he could shoot from the outside, he can also create from his play for his teammates. So he's a good player to watch out for.
Now we take a look at the last game, previous game of EAC Generals, and that is against the LPU Pirates, part ng play-in competition. And the EAC Generals, they really defeated the LPU Pirates by a big margin.
Yeah, two stat lines that really glare out for me is the assist category. I mean, being plus 15 in the assist category, I mean, that means you're just moving the ball, you're sharing the ball, and you're trusting your system. Another one also is the field goal percentage. When you shoot 53% from the field, you're efficient, you're getting the right shots, you're hitting to the right spots. So it's going to be exciting how EAC is going to go up against a twice-beat advantage against the Saints.
When we talk about EAC Generals in this Pinoyliga Nextman Cup, one person comes to our mind, and that is MJ Raimundo. MJ Raimundo has been consistent all tournament long.
MJ Raimundo is like a lost art of a basketball player. I mean, this dude's mid-range game is poetry in motion. Every time he gets to his spots, and he knows his spots too. That's the crazy part about it. He's only about to be in the college basketball level of competition, but he knows his spots, he knows how to get there, he knows how to find them, and it's practically automatic, Kiko. Parang pag tumira na siya sa mid-range, parang pwede natin isulat yung check, ikakash na lang natin yun.
Oy, parang ilista mo na.
Ilista mo na.
Oo. Now for St. Clair naman, one thing that's going for them is that they do have FSAs.
Yes.
And of course, they will rely heavily on their FSA, lalo na si Babacar Endong, who finished with 13 points and 13 rebounds last time around. So for EAC, how will they counter the Babacar Endong advantage of St. Clair?
EAC just needs to get him out the paint. When you're playing on offense, you get your big man outside of the paint so that your guards like MJ Raimundo, Harvey Raimundo, Clint Bonus, so they could go and create, they could go drive in the lane without having to worry about a Babacar Endong. That's on the offensive end. On the defensive end, you have to be physical with Babacar Endong. You got to find his body, you got to be able to box him out, and you have to play it safe. Don't foul.
And ladies and gentlemen, now let's go to our venue announcer for the introduction of the starting five.
Again here at ENDERUN Gym, the Gig City, for the Pinoyliga Nextman Cup Season 4 quarterfinals, presented by the Shawarma Shack. Welcome to first of our Saturday doubleheader. St. Clair College Saints carrying the twice-to-beat advantage over the EAC. Live on the official YouTube channel Pinoyliga Cup and on PusoP.com. Time to meet the starters first for the St. Clair College Saints. At forward number 6, Clint Manzano. Other forward number 16, Soy Escobedo. Coming in at center number 57, Babacar Endong. At guard number 25, Angelo Ibanez. And also at guard number 24, Joko Bohorcelo. Head coach for the Saints is Gino Manansala. Now for the EAC Generals. Starting at guard number 11, Harvey Raimundo. Other guard number 31, MJ Raimundo. At forward number 16, Jinril Banikid. Other forward number 17, Joseph Nunag. And at center number 32, Edmund Mundas. Head coach for the Generals is Gerson Cabiltes. Game officials are Ray Yante, Jan Lasigues, and Jas Borjas, with Commissioner Salvador Cortez Jr.
And ladies and gentlemen, the five on the floor, Ibanez, Borcelo, Endong, Manzano, Escobedo for St. Clair. For the Generals, we have the Raimundo brothers, Mundas, Banigit, and Nunag. And it appears, Justin, they're loading their best five on the floor right now.
Both of these teams fielding their best five, like Kiko said. And that's what you expect in a quarterfinals matchup between these two teams. And one of the things that you would expect for both EAC and St. Clair is to, of course, compete right away. You know, the EAC Generals.
And right now, I think an early injury. I think there's some wound on the hand of Mundas after that jump ball. So our medical staff is checking on him right now. So early on, there's a substitution immediately for EAC, but they do have the possession. They will have the first crack at the basket. Here comes Raimundo. Raimundo being guarded by Borcelo. A tough matchup there. MJ, MJ missing on that one. Rebound by Babacar Endong. And now here comes the St. Clair Saints inside. And now they're pounding. They're pounding the ball inside as St. Clair appears to have noticed that they have the upper hand inside the shaded lane.
I think St. Clair, throughout this whole game, need to go to their bigger guards. Halata natin ang mga guardia ng St. Clair, medyo hinog na sila.
Yes.
Alam mo yun, parang they're ready for action. These guys are vets in the college level. And for EAC, they're a young squad. So I think what St. Clair could use here to their advantage is their experience, and number two, their physicality.
And completed there by Manzano. So it's now 3-0. St. Clair has the lead. Here comes Luna. Luna, he passes it. Oh, what a shot there inside for number 17, Nunag.
That's good basketball action coming from EAC. That's what they can do, is move the ball around, penetrate, go back door, and make sure that you run your offense through and execute at a good level.
And meanwhile, Babacar Endong gets it to Escobedo. Escobedo, nowhere to go there. Passes it. Three-point shot for Ibanez. He makes that one.
A great job there by Angelo Ibanez staying ready at the corner. That's what coaches love to see, is when your players on the outside perimeter are always ready to catch and shoot right when they get the opportunity.
Now, the official said Ibanez stepped on the line. That's why it was just counted as a two-pointer. Oh, what a great recovery there by Luna as he was able to get that ball and put it up. And now the score is 5-4 with 8:16 remaining. Here comes the St. Clair Saints. Manzano gets it to Escobedo. Escobedo, he drives. Top of the key. He drives. Layup. No good. Kalawit rebound by EAC. And there is a foul early on as the officials, I believe it is between Endong and Luna. Oh, it's a double foul there on Luna and Babacar Endong.
Oh, and the referees are going to review this play between Babacar Endong and an EAC big man. As we saw there late in the play, Endong swung and hit the neck. But let's see here, maybe that swing was unintentional. It was just maybe the motion for the ball. But that's all going to be up to the referees. But a great job by our officials at about the 7-minute and 58-second mark. Medyo kinokontrol nila yung laro.
Yes.
Right away, double call, tas i-review nila agad.
Correct.
That shows the players, okay, we can't mess around. We can't be throwing any extracurricular things around here this game because our refs are...
Especially with all the action that happened in the previous days.
Ay, sorry po, medyo malakas yung tawa ka dun ah.
Yeah, of course our officials wanted to control this game and avoid any unnecessary actions.
Yes.
And of course the officials will are still in the review center checking on it as the officials will now go and make that official announcement.
Oh, they're going to stay on the call.
Stay on the call. Double foul there. And look at that. It started with a bump from Luna and Babacar Endong retaliated.
Yes. I mean, you know, like we said, Philippine basketball is always going to be physical, but you got to have a certain kind of level that you don't cross here in basketball. But a great take there by
Luna. Oh
Luna.
my God. Joseph Nunaga scored 4 points already in this game. And there is foul. And early on, the EAC staff is up in arms as they are pleading their case regarding the physicality down the shaded lane.
See, this is where St. Clair can really take advantage of Babacar Endong. Is just try to tell them, keep trying to get position, and don't let them get to your head. Because you're going to draw some fouls, you're going to get some of these EAC big men in foul trouble early.
And that is what EAC should be careful of having their big men in foul trouble. As, you know, Babacar Endong, once Musa Diona enters the game, and he's a wide body player also. As MJ Raimundo scores there. First 2 points for MJ.
Yeah, Harvey Raimundo, or MJ Raimundo, you know, going up against a guard that's pretty much a veteran in the college level in Joko Borsen. You know, that's a good take by Harvey Raimundo.
It's 5-8 is the score. As Borsello gets it. 3-point shot, no good. St. Clair will have the possession once again. Exactly 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. A slow quarter so far.
Yeah, but that's a good read coming from Soy Escobedo. Coming off the double staggered screen, saw that the defender went under, shot it right away. Those are the type of plays, even if a player misses, you still clap your hands saying, okay, that's the good read, that's the shot you're supposed to take.
And timeout is called, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here in the Pinoyliga Nextman Cup presented by the Shawarma Shack.
Simply reliable for only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang dito! GG, bro!
Don't worry! The Unleash with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 8-5 is the score as the EAC Generals on top by 3 points over the St. Clair Saints. And, you know, early on, 3 minutes, only 3 minutes have gone by in this first quarter. It has been a physical game for both squads.
Wow.
As Borcelo gets it to Escobedo. 6:55 remaining. Back to Borcelo. As Borcelo drives, misses that shot. And right now, the EAC bench is shouting 3 seconds on Babacar Endong, and somehow it affects how Babacar Endong plays.
Yeah, you know, if you hear that on the opposing bench, you'd really think you're camping in the paint.
Yeah. As we take a look at Borcelo, he gets it to Babacar inside. Endong, low post, inside. No, too strong. Great defense by Luna there. As right now, EAC with the possession. He gets it to Luna. And now here comes Nunag back to Raimundo. And there's a foul called on Ibanez. And right now, I haven't seen JB Lim as in the bench of St. Clair. But let's see. Hopefully, he'll be here. As he, along with Monteo, they're the 1-2 punch in the point guard position. As, oh, what a rebound there. Basket is good by Banikit.
You know, you'd like to see this EAC squad. They're young, but they're going to fight. And you can see right here early in this game, they're not phased by the veteran savvy of St. Clair.
And right now, Babacar wants the ball. His triple team, and look at the defense. Great defense by EAC. They have the possession. Nunag gets it. Banikit, no good. Second serving is good.
Good basketball coming from EAC. MJ Raimundo seeing that Babacar Endong is, you know, nanggigigil na siya. So parang head down na siya. And great steal here again by EAC.
Nunag drives. Oh, what a shot. Off balance, and he was able to put it up. 6 points for Nunag already. And right now, St. Clair appears to be rattled by the pesky defense of EAC. Borcelo drives, and good choice there. Good move by Borcelo, and try to challenge the defense of EAC.
Joko Borcelo is a really tough player, but one thing I've noticed from EAC's defense, you want to give a lot of credit to Jedrick Luna. The way he's been defending Babacar Endong, I tip my hat to him. He's physical. He's there. He's in Babacar's head. You can see him every time they go down the floor. He's saying something to Babacar every single time. Hindi natin alam kung ano yung sinasabi niya. Baka wag na rin natin alamin kung ano sinasabi niya. But great defense from Jedrick Luna to be able to hold down Babacar Endong. We haven't really seen a lot of effectiveness from Babacar Endong. So let's see here if Sealy can pick up that slack too.
And they're playing mind games on Babacar. Now, of course, for Babacar being a veteran already here, he should be able to know that. Oh, almost a great escape there from Raimundo, but look at how Babacar Endong challenged that D, and it affected the shot of MJ Raimundo. And timeout is called, ladies and gentlemen. 4:44 remaining, 14-5 is the score. We'll be back.
Unli projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Unli 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now!
Di abot ang data! GG, bro!
Don't worry! The Unleash with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Clint Escamis, Kevin Kiambao, and Cedric Manzano. Just a few names who have been judged as the best player in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. And of course, now that a new season will happen, expect more superstars to be on that list, as we see a basket there by number 30 of St. Clair Saints, Norbert Duaso. 7-14 is the score, 4:18 remaining. Sealy gets it to Nunag. Nunag drives, takes a jumper. Oh, what a shot. Nunag, 8 points already in this game.
I like Nunag's game. He has some length to him. You like that mid-range pop-up right there, looking like a Kawhi and Leonard type of bump into a pop mid-range J. Good-looking game from Nunag.
Meanwhile, St. Clair with the basketball. Montero is already in the game. Babacar Endong. Oh, there's a foul called. And there's a holding on, a push and a holding on foul there at the same time for Sealy.
And you like to see Babacar Endong there attack the top foot of Sealy. That's how you fundamentally attack a big man. Yeah. Especially if you're a big man that can move and then you're up against another big man like Sealy, who's not that laterally as mobile as a Babacar Endong. So as soon as Babacar Endong received that ball at the top of the key, he attacked the top foot of Sealy. That forced Sealy to either open up and give him the lane, or you try to stop him. But when Sealy tried to stop him, Babacar Endong's too strong, and Endong knows that. A great move, got him the foul, but he couldn't make the free throws.
And right now, Babacar Endong missed 2 free throws. And EAC is on the run right now. They're using their speed to their advantage. Raimundo gets it to Bonus. Bonus, 3-point shot, no good. And look at the hustle. And Babacar Endong won that ball. He gets it to Norbert or Montejo. Ooh. Yes, sir.
You like that move from Richmond Montejo. Looking like an AI hop step into a body bump finish right-hand lay. Good move from Richmond Montejo.
3:07 remaining. Here comes Bonus. Bonus losing that one. Montejo with the recovery. Montejo against Bonus. And the ball will go back to St. Clair. And now here comes Musa Diona replacing Babacar Endong. Maybe this rest will give Endong some time to think on his decisions inside the court right now, because apparently he's affected with the mind game of the EAC bigs. 16-9 is the score. Monteo, oh, what a steal there. MJ all alone. Basket is good.
You like EAC's game, man. I mean, these dudes do not stop playing. And this guy right here, Clint Bonus defending Monteo full court. You like to see it. You want to see the opposing point guard just lose out of control and not really get to a set. But good thing they were able to convert that into a basket this possession.
And Decibel scoring there. Meanwhile, Raimundo, oh my goodness, over the outstretched arms of Musa Diona.
MJ Raimundo, no fear in his eyes, going up against Musa Diona, man-to-man.
And the score is now 11-20, 2:04 remaining. 3-point shot there, no good. Rebound. Coronel, EAC has the advantage, a 9-point lead. Bonus gets it to MJ. Raimundo lays it up. Oh my goodness. Raimundo bringing EAC to an 11-point lead.
MJ Raimundo doing bad things with a bad man right now. I mean, that right-hand scoop was completely nasty. Grabe yung finger roll doon ni MJ Raimundo.
Talagang china-challenge yung depensa ng St. Clair. As we take a look at the defensive play of the game, brought to you by Buffalo's Wings and Things. MJ Raimundo completing that one. And ito, si Musa Diona, his wide body could be an advantage for him if he knows how to seal the paint.
That's a grown man's body if you really think about it. Dude is NBA ready if you had all the other attributes that came with the frame that he has. But, Musa Diona, like we've said with a lot of the FSAs that's come through the Next Man Cup, a lot of them has a lot of upside, and Musa Diona is one of them. Like you said, he has the wide frame to be a typical 5-man down low. So let's see here how Musa Diona can develop into whatever he's going to become.
And right now, Coronel, may tanga ng bola, binigay kay Sili. Sili, he drives. He gets it to Namoro. Back to Coronel. Coronel drives. Ooh, sidestep move for Kelly Coronel.
The defense of St. Clair nowhere to be found right now. They're letting players just slip through the cracks of their defense without the help being there.
Meanwhile,
Good
what a
pass.
pass inside. There's a foul as Decibel will go to the shaded, or will go to the 15-foot line for 2 charity shots.
And right there, the opposite side of the help defense of EAC not to be appearing there.
Yes, and one thing that we notice, you know, the interior defense of St. Clair Saints is just allowing EAC to drive, you know, at their own will. While for EAC, they're not allowing any easy shot inside.
And let's see how EAC can just continue to berate the offense of St. Clair on that defensive press. Ooh.
And right now, here comes bonus. Binigay ngayon kay Buen. Coronel fakes. 8 seconds to shoot. Coronel. Top of the key. Ooh, man. What a shot. Confidence shot there for Coronel.
And did you see that elevation from Kelly Coronel's mid-range pull-up? I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. That's what you call a pull-up mid-range, Jay, when you elevate on top of the defense and be able to follow through like that.
Oh, look at the top. Recovery there by Montejo. The offense of St. Clair is in disarray. But let's see. Oh, what a pass. Oh, a miss. A sorry miss. Those are the misses that St. Clair should avoid, because especially they are down. 10 seconds remaining. Bonus. There's a foul called. Wise foul for Montejo, especially they are not yet in the penalty. 6.54 seconds. Who do you think will take the shot?
It truly depends, but I would just give it in the hands of either Kelly Coronel or Clint Bonus at this rate. Those guys are their main creators on this lineup.
And look at that. Montejo sacrificing another foul. 26-13, 13-point lead. 4:46. So let's see. One last shot. As both teams are in the penalty. Oh, a steal! Montejo, he drives, he lays it in. Oh, my!
And that's how you end a quarter if you're St. Clair. Great job by Richmond Montejo pressuring the inbound play, being able to get the steal and getting a last shot here in the first 10.
That was the saving grace of St. Clair in this quarter, especially they had a disastrous quarter wherein they allowed EAC to take an 11-point lead, and until that layup by Richmond Montejo to give somehow a small momentum for St. Clair going into the second quarter. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen.
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di ako dito!
Defeat.
GG, bro!
Don't worry. Be Unli with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus Unli Facebook or Unli TikTok. Load now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Malikdem along with Justin Alfonso, bringing you the action live as it happens here in ENDERUN Colleges for this quarterfinal matchup between the St. Clair Saints and the EAC Generals. St. Clair holds a twice-to-beat advantage, but of course, one loss could spell doom, especially it gives the momentum to the other squad. And a great block there from Musa Diona.
You know, if there's a team that you don't want to give hope to in a twice to beat advantage series, it's the EAC Generals.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They're the last team that you want to go to a do or die game with. I mean, these guys play every game like it's already a do or die game. So imagine an actual do or die game. They're going to be tough to play with. But then if you're EAC, one team that you don't want to give confidence and any kind of good momentum in a twice to beat advantage is the St. Clair Saints. Pag ikaw yung kailangan na manalo ng dalawa in a row, you don't give St. Clair any kind of confidence to try and win this only game for you if you lose.
As we see Musa Diona scoring on that fadeaway. What a move there by Musa. And right now, so far in production-wise, Musa has been doing well compared to Babacar Endong, who apparently is affected with the mind games done to him by the guard or by the centers of EAC.
You know, sometimes when things don't go your way, you just got to give them a rest, have them take a couple breaths in on the bench and maybe come back, regroup, and try to help your squad in a better way.
Oh, yes. As there will be a play under review, ladies and gentlemen. It's 26-17 as, of course, there's a coach's challenge there as they will try to plead their case. For EAC, they're playing with Raimundo, Coronel, Mundas, and then Namoro in that 5 along with Muem. So that is, a strong 5 already in the Nextman Cup. For St. Clair, we do have Escobedo, Diona, Dumancas, Decibel, and of course, Loyola.
You know, one thing St. Clair can really take advantage of here in the second half is pounding the ball inside the paint. You know, have Musa Diona really battle for that position because physically there's no one on EAC that could really try to slow that down. So if Musa Diona is constantly fighting for position down low, you're putting the bigs of EAC in a vulnerable spot and might put them in foul trouble early in this game.
And Coach Manansala or Coach Gino Manansala's challenge is successful as they believe, I mean, as we take a look at that, the ball was not touched last by St. Clair. That's why they have the possession right now. So let's see. A jumper, short there from Dumancas.
And that's what EAC loves to do with their press. Sometimes it's not even about getting the steals. It's all about just rushing St. Clair into rush shots. And right there was the perfect scenario. They were able to rush them to beat their press, and then they were able to put them in a rush shot situation, which led to a no-point possession.
I remember si Ian Dumancas talaga pag tutira to talaga nakaset shot ka dapat no? But that was a rush shot for him. Meanwhile, look at Harvey Raimundo. Nakadepensa ng maganda ni Loyola on that one. And would you believe that Harvey has not yet scored a single point in this game?
Yeah, I mean, expect him to take a lot more shots, though, here in the second quarter. Especially that MJ and Harvey are back on the floor. They love to find each other. They love to play with each other. So I'm sure both of them are going to start finding each other on the offensive end.
Loyola, may tanga ng bola. Binigay ngayon kay Ibanez. Low post kay Diona. Diona, binabantayan ngayon. Let's see. A three-point shot from Ibanez. Still no good. Masyadong nauna ang taas, ang talon ni Decibel on that one. That's why EAC got the leather. Mundas. Binigay ngayon kay Raimundo. Harvey. 13 seconds to shoot. He drives. He passes the ball. Corner jumper from MJ. No good. Recovery done by Mundas. 12 seconds to shoot. MJ. Still no good this time. Tama na daw, sabi ni Ibanez. And now the ball will go to SCC or St. Clair College. 26-17, 7:39. Tumira ng tres. No good. And right now, maalat-alat ang tres ng St. Clair. Meanwhile, on the other side, a three-point shot. Short din. And now, 26-17. Both teams exchanging scoreless possessions as there is a turnover, and right now, tama yung sinasabi mo no? Yung EAC yung depensa nila, talagang i-force ka magmadali, mataranta.
That's
and
all.
Yun yung nangyayari for St. Clair.
Yeah, that's all they want to do. With EAC's press, full court press, they do it every game almost. It's just to rush the offense into something rushed as well. You don't want to get them into their sets. You don't want them to be comfortable on the offensive end because that's when they know they can make any move and score. But EAC does not give you that luxury of not being pressed all game.
Here comes, layup there. Borcelo. Once he got that speed or that open court thing, wala na makakatalong. Galing niya magdala ng bola no?
And he's quick. Borcelo's quick. He might not be the fastest, but he's blinding quick to be able to get to the rim at any time.
Meanwhile, Mundas, bothered by the defense of Diona. Here comes St. Clair. They're just down by 7. Gets it to Diona. Diona. Apparently that is his favorite move, but this time he missed that shot. 6:24 remaining. Here comes Coronel. Coronel, he drives. Coronel gets it to Buen. Ngayon na kay Mundas. Balik kay Buen. 9 seconds. Coronel, 15-footer, no good. And so far, St. Clair is showing good defense.
Yeah, St. Clair starting to mold into their own here. Oh, wow. That's a pretty hard fall from both players. But yeah, St. Clair really starting to stay disciplined on the defensive end. They're starting to run more often. So let's see here if St. Clair can keep playing the way they have been the last few minutes.
And apparently, yung nakikita natin talaga, they're playing physical defense on the FSA. And they're trying to, get their minds off the game. Pero so far, si Diona, maganda yung pinapakita niya. But let's see, ito si Endong balik sa laro, replacing Diona. Maybe that rest will, keep the burn alive dun sa system niya. Let's see. Medyo nanggigil pa rin si Endong.
Babacar Endong right there. As soon as he received the ball, he wanted to go right away, which caused that travel. But nonetheless, St. Clair there with a good set, being able to get Babacar Endong that open look. They just couldn't execute to the very end.
Tignan natin. But I just feel that there's one instance here that Babacar Endong will just slam it, jam that ball.
The athleticism is always going to be there for Babacar Endong. All about just putting it together on the offensive end right now.
Meanwhile, Baniket making that basket. It's back to 7-point or a 9-point lead for the St. Clair's or the EAC Generals. And look at that defense, the pesky defense. Here comes EAC, unselfish basketball there. Paniket, that is his 8-point.
EAC always playing that defense, man. I mean, they're pressuring, they're making you make bad decisions. Look at this, look at that pressure there by Raimundo. After those screens, he goes under, but he's still there.
Let's see, 12 seconds to shoot. Let's see how St. Clair will counter the defense. And that was a poor shot there. And, and that is what the defense of EAC is forcing you to do. As we take a look at the play of the game brought to you by Smart, featuring Jinril Baniket, who made that basket. And going back to what I said, right now, EAC, the defense of EAC, is really on the minds of the players of St. Clair.
It seems like St. Clair can't escape the pressure of EAC and thinking that the pressure is about to come, because every time they catch the ball kind of half back turned to the rim. That means they know the pressure is coming, so they got to adjust to that and maybe be more aggressive when they receive the basketball.
So let's see, Babacar with the rebound. And look at the defense of Mundas. He's really trying to get into the head of Babacar as we see Borcelo. And look at Harvey really trying to go into the head of Borcelo. And wow, that was a bailout shot there.
Great defense overall from EAC. The pressure, being able to rotate right away and being able to hit that three. I mean, defense turns into offense. EAC showing a perfect game right now.
And EAC hitting the first 3-point shot, ladies and gentlemen, in this game. Wala pang nakakashoot sa parehong koponan ng 3-point shot until that instance. And look at that defense. Kahit ako mapapangiwi dahil sa grabe ng depensa ng EAC. Wow.
If you notice, the audience watching right now, anytime St. Clair receives the ball, they retreat. Hindi sila yung pag-catch ng bola, attack pivot agad sila. Sila, pag-catch ng bola, half-turn sila sa basket. So if you guys notice that in the next few possessions, that's what St. Clair is doing. But they can adjust in a way where they can attack, pivot, and create space.
Babalik tayo mga kaliga dito sa Pinoyliga Nextman Cup quarterfinals presented by the Shawarma Shack.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Maligdem along with Justin Alfonso bringing the action live as it happens dito sa ENDERUN College's Gymnasium for a doubleheader for the quarterfinals. Mamaya naman magsasalpukan ang JRU Heavy Bombers at ang Guangming Flying Dragons at bukas naman yung other half ng ating quarterfinals.
It's going to be an exciting match between all of the teams participating here in our playoffs, especially this first game. St. Clair, they're a champion DNA team, but it's all about adjusting here. Can they adjust when they receive the ball, be in attack mode every time, and see if on the offensive end they could get some more flow?
Here comes Babakar Endong. Oh yeah, Babakar Endong. It's not in his game right now.
EAC, if there's a team that I know that could get into the head of players, it's the Generals. And they do it in a way where it's not dirty. They just do it in a way where you're just gonna get annoyed.
Oh, yeah.
Kasi grabe yung pressure nila. Tapos physical sila mag-pressure. Hindi sila yung pressure na makulit lang. Pressure na makulit din, physical din, tapos hindi pa napapagod.
Yes. Tapos makikita mo nga, di ba? Yung kamay ng mga EAC pag nagdidepensa, talagang gumagalaw no?
Active hands.
Active hands Talagang di mo alam po ikaw yung kalaban, biglang mawawala yung bola sa kamay mo As we take a look at kampanya na kay Mundas ang bola ngayon. Mundas loses that one. Oh! Pajima turns it over. Inside. Basket. It's good for Jinril Banikit.
Wow, EAC just continues to pressure on the offense, on the defensive end too.
10 points for Jinril already. Let's see. Nakay Monteo ang bola. 2:24 remaining. Monteo, he drives. 3-point shot. Pajimna, no good. Rebound. Too strong. Monteo, he fakes in the land of the Giants. Decides to give out the ball. 3-point shot, still no good. Look at the defense of Bundas on Babakar Endong. Meanwhile, MJ, no good. And so far, for St. Clair, they're having success with the game with Musa Tiona inside the court compared to Babakar Endong. Kasi ngayon parang talaga yung si Babakar Endong. I just feel that the physicality is in the head of Babakar already.
Plus, when you really look on the defensive end, or on the offensive end for St. Clair, when Babakar Endong is trying to gain position, he's clogging the lane. He's not even getting position in a way where the guards of St. Clair can get some space and drive the basketball. So let's see how they can do that. Right there, just that possession. They went up for a pull-up mid-range J, and Endong was there with his defender, clogged the lane.
So let's see MJ.
Wow.
Using the board to his advantage. First 2 points of MJ in the second quarter. And that is his 10th point already. My goodness. So far, if my computation is right, General Banigit, Joseph Nunag, and NJ Raimundo have all scored 10 points each.
Wow. I mean, the contribution of these players for EAC, you just know they could pull out anyone on the bench or even in their starting five that can contribute right away. They have a pretty deep team with some pretty good skilled players. And look at this defense, my goodness, once again.
1:14 remaining, layup, no good. Nagmintes on that one by Nunag, pero ngayon, here comes, oh, look at that. Nunag, or Babacar Endong, simply not in his game shape right now, or rather mentally, as they miss another shot, and they were stuck at 21.
Wow, I mean, EAC, they're absolutely relentless, and that's the kind of basketball you want to see from a team with their backs against the wall.
Timeout is called. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back here in the quarterfinals of the Pinoyliga Nextman Cup.
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang data! GG, bro!
Don't worry, the Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Where tomorrow happens, that is something that we should look forward to. The Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, 24 teams, 4 conferences, 4 groups. This coming April, as we see Babacar Endong with the rebound. He has not yet scored here in this game, affected by the defense of EAC. Pajimna, binigay ngayon kay Montejo. Babacar wants that ball, but Montejo has it. Oh, what a pass by Montejo. Basket is good for Denosta. Rather, that was Clint Manzano. That is Clint's 5 points. 5th point rather, 37-23. 10 seconds remaining. Kampanya, binigay kay Nunag. Banikit, isa na naman, no good. And look at MJ hustle for the ball. MJ Raimundo, oh my goodness. MJ on time.
MJ Raimundo doing MJ Raimundo things. I mean, he got his own rebound, then he goes for a turnaround mid-range J off the dribble fade. I mean, that's MJ Raimundo at its best.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 20 minutes of basketball action, it's 39-23, a big 16-point lead for the EAC Generals. We'll be back here in the Pinoyliga Nextman Cup quarterfinals.
Projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang data! GG, bro!
Don't worry, the Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now! worry! The Unleash with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Please, umuulan!
Di mo tayo makakabenta!
Yes!
Don't worry! The Unleash with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Sampung taon ka nagtrabaho sa ibang bansa, pero ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Sineselebrate natin ang inyong retirement, at ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. New beginnings, new independence, dahil ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Kung ready ka na maging boss, ready ka nang kasama ang Shawarma Shack. Daan-daang franchisees across the country ang tagumpay sa pagiging boss. Through the Shawarma Shack franchising system, step-by-step namin kayong tutulungan. That's why Shawarma Shack is now the biggest shawarma chain in the country. Gusto namin tagumpay ka. Gusto namin, ikaw na ang boss. Masaya ka bonding sa inyong tagumpay.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang data!
Defeat!
GG, bro!
Don't worry! The Unleash with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now! The Unleash with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Please, umuulan!
Di mo tayo makakabenta!
Yes!
Don't worry! The Unleash with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Sampung taon ka nagtrabaho sa ibang bansa, pero ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Sineselebrate natin ang inyong retirement, at ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. New beginnings, new independence, dahil ngayon, ikaw na ang boss. Kung ready ka na
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Malikdem, Justin Alfonso, as we take a look at the halftime stats and the top scores for both squads. And right now, you can see the field goals for both squads. And makikita talaga natin yung field goal percentage. It's only 2 out of 8, ladies and gentlemen, as makikita nga natin. It's a 16-point lead para sa EAC Generals, kung saan makikita nga natin na lumamang talaga ng gusto because of the defense ang EAC Generals. And take note that St. Clair Saints ang may twice to beat advantage, but with the sense of urgency mukhang EAC, no? Talagang makikita mo na they want to extend this to another week.
EAC, they, like I said, I keep saying this in the broadcast. EAC, they always play like their backs are against the wall every single time. But now that their backs are actually against the wall, they're the ones on the opposite side of a twice to beat advantage. They're playing like they are. And for the St. Clair College Saints, we know them as a championship DNA squad. You know, they've won so many NASCU championships, but now their backs are against the wall. But they know that they have the twice to beat advantage. Baka yun din nagpa-play to their these capabilities of knowing na kung matalo naman tayo, may isa pa tayong game. But that should not be the mentality. And I think St. Clair knows that. They're a championship squad. They know that if they can finish a series now, they're going to finish it right away.
As we take a look at the top scores for EAC, Baniket and Raimundo, MJ with 10 points, Sinunag with 8. Samantala sa St. Clair Saints, ang top score nila si Manzano with 5, followed by Montejo with 4, and of course, si Musa Diona with 3 points. And take note, Babacar Endong has been a consistent force, double-double offensively or kaya kahit sa rebounds, has not yet scored a single point, affected by that pesky defense of EAC.
Yeah, EAC, like I've said before too, if there's one team I would hate to play against, it would be EAC. If there's one team I'd love to play for, it'd be EAC.
Oh, yes.
They just know how to play gritty Filipino basketball. You know, if I were to say what Filipino basketball is all about, if you're going to give me a team, I would say EAC.
And ito si Diona ngayon, susubukan na maalis sa laro ni Luna. Yung mga mind games ni Luna nung kay Babacar Endong was effective. At nawala sa laro si Endong. But let's see, dumangka, stress, no good. Rebound by MJ Raimundo. And MJ Raimundo has the basketball once again. And now Harvey with the leather. Harvey, he gets it. Balik ngayon. Let's see how will the offense work here for EAC. Jumper there. Ooh, what a shot there for Harvey Raimundo. And that is the 7th point of Harvey. 41-23. It's now an 18-point lead. As Coach Noy Catalan giving instruction to his wards on how to play defense. Monteo with the basketball. 8 seconds to go. And right now, Diona, there was a foul called on Luna. And look at Diona, no? Parang di talaga siya naapektuhan. Siya pa yung nakipagkamay, eh, no?
Yeah. And this is what we were talking about earlier in the broadcast. If you have your FSAs fight for position every single possession, that's good for you because you're going to put the bigs of EAC in a vulnerable spot. They're going to foul. They're going to try to get position. But that's going to be impossible without being physical. So EAC's bigs are going to be in a vulnerable spot if Musa Diona is always fighting for position.
And Dumangkas missing another shot. Yung mga opportunities na dapat hindi sinasayang ng SEC, those free shots like Dumangkas. And there was a foul there, ladies and gentlemen, on number 4. That's on Montejo. And 8:33 remaining. So let's see if, Babacar Endong will get into his right head space if he comes back in the game. Pero right now, Musa Diona is playing well for St. Clair. But a miss there for EAC. Ibanez, he fakes. Ibanez shot, no good. Rebound, EAC, great defense by EAC. Stop-ups, takes a shot, a 3, no good. Rebound by the St. Clair Saints. Ibanez bumanat ng tres, no good. And it appears that St. Clair is always in a hurry, trying to whittle that deficit. Pero ito, tingnan natin, Diona. Layup. Ooh!
Wow, that's a pretty impressive finish from Musa Diona. It looked like he was already under the rim.
Oh, yeah.
A very hard angle to get that basket to go.
Parang gusto yata ng St. Clair, pahirapan yung tira para maipasok, eh, no? Pero tignan natin as Coronel hits that jumper. Oh, yes.
That's a great-looking jumper from Kelly Coronel. Kanina pa yan, eh. Nakita natin yung mid-range jumper niya. He shot it with high elevation, very hard to defend for St. Clair.
Borcelo binigay ngayon kay number 25, and that is Ibanez. Ibanez pop out si Escobedo. Soy with the basketball, being harassed by Raimundo. Binigay kay Ibanez. Ibanez fakes. Takes it closer. Basket is good for Ibanez.
That's fundamental basketball coming from Angelo Ibanez. You see Kelly Coronel coming over with a hard closeout. You give one fake, one dribble pull up to the right side, 1-2 step, beautiful jumper from St. Clair there.
And right now, layup.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that. Yung sinasabi. Ooh. And another board is sideline with an injury there. Yung smart natin.
Where's the medic? Get the medic over there. Gotta fix the smart side.
Yes. And of course, speaking of smart, we'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, Smart, Buffalo's Wings and Things, the Shawarma Shack, Pusupi.com, LGR, and Yokohama Tires.
Grabe, flying kick ni MJ Raimundo yung sign na yun, ah.
Let's see as Soy with the basketball. Binabantayan ni Raimundo. Tumira si Soy. Oh, yes!
See, you could never count out a championship team like St. Clair. St. Clair, they're the NASCU champs. They know what championship basketball is all about. But that man right there, MJ Raimundo.
Man on a mission. MJ Raimundo with a basket there. 6:06 remaining. As tinitingnan natin ngayon, 15-point lead. Borcelo, binigay kay Soy. Na kay Leonard ngayon ang bola. Binigay kay Denosta. Oh, basket! Wow. And Musa Diona really proving a point that he's having a great game right now.
Yeah, Musa Diona is a little bit more composed than Babacar Endong, and right now Musa Diona is just letting the game come to him.
As Harvey, naghanap ng papasahan, binigay ngayon kay Nunag. Nunag having problems with the leather at naagaw na ang bola. Soy with the basketball, pero look at that pesky hands of Harvey Raimundo. Naagaw na naman. Here comes. Ooh! That was a beautiful shot by Namoro, pero masyadong malakas. And fortunately for him, balik ang bola sa EAC dahil last touch ng St. Clair.
Oh, si Ding Dong Dantes. Ay, sorry, Jeffrey
Oo.
Namora pala.
Si Ding Dong's Namoro. O kaya si Jeffrey Dantes. Mamaya magalit sa atin si Namoro no? But let's see. Oh, tough shot. Oh! MJ Raimundo. My goodness.
That man is nasty.
Pero ito, Borcelo. That was a wild shot. Yung St. Clair, parang they realize that they're down big and they're trying to, to quicken the face into their favor. Pero masyadong nagmamadali eh. But let's see. Let's talk about that more after this short break. 47-32.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 47-32, halfway through the third quarter. And EAC Generals still on top. And makikita natin in the first quarter, it was 26-15, a plus 11 advantage for EAC. Pagdating ng second quarter, it was a plus 5 advantage para sa EAC pa rin. It was, St. Clair just scored 8 points in the second quarter, so medyo may nahirapan sila on that one, That could have been their comeback point, but let's see. Diona, jumper short on that one. MJ. A traveling call on MJ. Na-excite siya, Na parang nauuna na siya sa pack.
Sometimes when you see that the open court ahead is absolutely free, medyo nakaka-excite naman kasi talaga eh.
Yes.
Parang, ito na yun.
Lalo na, kunyari, first 2 points mo pa lang yun Let's see, Diona. Traveling.
See, Musa Diona complaining about a push there. But if you're Musa Diona, you're the biggest man on the court. You should be able to take those pushes, draw the foul, be more aggressive
Sa
physically.
tingin ko, sa laki niya, parang ang hirap siyang itulak
Tama.
47-32, 4:18 remaining. Harvey Raimundo may tanga ng bola, binabantayan ni Borcelo. And now Diona is with him. Let's see, Nunag. Namoro! No good! Pero look at that! Mundas couldn't handle the ball. Ito, Leo! Public display of rejection, ladies and gentlemen. And look at Jonah. Nakita mo yung... He's a gentle giant. Agad niyang pinuntahan si MJ Raimundo. Pero ito, makikita natin, ayun. And Babacar Endong is back. Maybe that long break will push Babacar Endong into his right headspace.
Let's see here. I'm sure Babacar Endong saw how Musa Diona performed without having of the breakdown of of composure. So let's see here if Babacar Endong can control his composure.
And right now, look at Harvey escape the defense. Namoro. Ladies and gentlemen, that was bonus. Ngayon, binigay ngayon kay MJ. Double team. MJ gets it. Nunag. Missing on that one. Scrappy defense. Tapos kahit dun sa opensa nila, they really look for that basketball. That's why EAC has a lot of possessions in this game.
And what you like to see too from St. Clair now is they're the ones being more aggressive on the defensive end too.
Yes. Tingnan natin if they will be the one. I think they should not be in a hurry Here comes, almost 5 players ganging up on Babacar Endong.
And there you go. You like to see them play inside and out. Give it to Endong. I have the defense draw some defenders in. Like you said, almost 5 players out there. Kicks it out to Denosa and get an open 3.
47-35, 12-point lead for EAC. Harvey may hawak ng bola, binigay kay Nunag. Nunag, spin move. Nowhere to go. Balik kay Harvey. No good. Na kay Montejo ngayon. And here comes St. Clair. Montejo slows it down against Bonus. Pick given by Babacar.
Wow.
Itong si Montejo parang bonus din
Yeah.
datingan
And one thing that, you didn't see there in that previous possession coming from EAC is Joseph Nunag, when he received the basketball from that dive, when he set the screen on that pick and roll, he didn't look opposite. Pagkuha niya ng bola off that pick and roll on the right side, head down siya agad, didn't look opposite for a swing pass on the opposite side for a wide open three-pointer and force them into that terrible position. So next time, Joseph Nunag can go get that basketball from the dive, because they're hard showing. Either Bonus or any of the Raymundo brothers, they're hard showing it. St. Clair's hard showing the pick and roll. So they gotta look opposite when the diver gets the ball.
Tingnan natin, 10 puntos na lamang, kumakatok ang St. Clair. Papapasukin ba ng EAC? Let's see. Drive. Ooh! And there will be a foul called. 2:09 remaining. 47-37. For St. Clair Saints, they should take things, slow it down. Kasi, sooner or later malalaman nila, konti na lang yung kalamangan no? They should settle down, play good defense, and let the offense come to them. As Harvey scoring 2 free throws. Total of 9 points. 2 minutes remaining. Montejo, may tanga ng bola. Montejo. Great defense there. Denosta, 7 seconds to shoot. Tumira ng 3. Rebound ni Babacar. Binigay kay Montejo. Montejo scores. And that is how Babacar should approach the game right now.
Yes, let the game come to you. And then when you're starting to play inside and out like St. Clair's doing, things are opening up. So Endong just needs to stay composed and let the game come to him.
And now, Nunag jumper. Oh my! Yung ganda na ng depensa ng St. Clair, pero wala talagang kumukuha sa bola sa kanila, no? And now back to a 12-point lead. Babacar. Look at that. 4 players inside. And Babacar asking for a foul. 4 players na yung gumagang up, no?
EAC, anytime Babacar gets the ball, they're scrambling him right away. And St. Clair needs to tell Babacar, you have to look for us.
Yes.
Yun na yun. Kasi pag nahanap na nila, alam na ng mga gwadya kung ano nilang gagawin. Kung magsiswing pass pa sila, kung drive and kick pa sila. Alam na nila yan But Babacar just needs to get out of his head and find a kick out.
Kasi sabi mo 4 na player, ibig sabihin may 3 player dyan libre.
Yes, exactly.
1:06. Great D. Great D. And Montejo is showing his good defense. Sayang, wala si JB Lim dito, kasi isa pang pesky guard yun. That could counter yung pagiging pesky ng guards ng EAC also.
Sanay si JB Lim sa mga gantong laban Pressure all game long and trying to get through the grittiness. So let's see if some of the guards of St. Clair can fill that role.
Duwaso, what a move. Pero nawala sa kanya ang bola. Tumatakbo ang EAC. Bonus!
Oh my God!
No good! Isa pa daw. 47 seconds remaining. Coronel with a fake. Coronel drives. What a basket.
Wow.
Parang special ni Coronel yun yung fake tapos biglang drive no?
Lumulutang din sa ere si Kelly Coronel.
Yes, it's 53-39. Let's see. I think one good move for St. Clair is that they should pound the ball inside kay Babacar and let the players double team, triple team him. Kasi right now kung sila in the drive talagang nagka-club yung lane eh. 27 seconds remaining. Babacar. Walang babantay sa kanya sa malayo na ganyan. As we see Montejo. He drives. Montejo. Shot. No good. 16 seconds remaining. EAC will most likely waste the last 7 seconds here. 3-point shot. No good. Babacar has it. And at the end of 3 quarters, it's 53-39, a 14-point lead para sa EAC Generals. We'll be back here in the Pinoyliga Nextman Cup.
Projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang data! GG bro!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Maligdem, Justin Alfonso here in ENDERUN Colleges as we take a look at the quarter scores. 26-17, 39-23, 53-39. EAC Generals has led from the start because of that young man, MJ Raimundo. And look at the timeouts left. St. Clair has 2 more. EAC has 3. And sa tatlong quarters na yon, it's only in the third quarter that St. Clair had the upper hand, 16 to 14 points. Pero that is not enough to overhaul that big 14-point lead now. Ano ang dapat gawin ng St. Clair for them to be able to come close here?
One thing that was working for them in the third quarter was playing inside and out. Finding Musa Diona down low, going to a kick out when the double came or the triple team came, or Musa Diona going up with composure, soft touches. And when St. Clair really moved that basketball, I think that's when things go well for them. So let's see here if they can do the same thing with Babacar Endong back in the basketball game for them.
Fourth and final quarter. May twice to beat advantage ang St. Clair. But of course, we all know that is not a privilege kasi isang talo dyan, mag-shift ang momentum sa kabilang koponan. 53-39. Nunag is in the game. Trying to break the defense. Let's see. EAC wearing the red jerseys as MJ Raimundo missed that 3. Bola ngayon na kay Montejo. Montejo gets a pick from Babacar. Babacar. Hindi nakuha ang bola ngayon. 3-point shot. No good. Rebound by Richmond. Manzano naman using the board to his advantage.
There you go. St. Clair taking more efficient shots. Now it's getting another stop. They got the first stop here in the first possession in this fourth quarter, and they were able to get an efficient basket. Let's see if they can turn it around now.
8:59 remaining. Harvey. He gets it to Coronel. Coronel jumper. No good. Rebound by Babacar. Here comes Montejo. Oh! Munti ka na pumasok yun eh, no? Pero let's see. Missed opportunity for the EAC or for the St. Clair. Harvey. Oh, what an escape act.
Wow.
Pero ball will go to St. Clair.
You know, right there, Harvey Raimundo called the clear out when Babacar Endong switched on him. A good few moves there, but just lost that handle at the end. But great hesitation off a little float dribble. Great move coming from Harvey.
53-41. Manzano, may hawak ng bola. Binigay ngayon kay Montejo. Here comes Babacar. Tatlong tao yan. Ibanez. Oh, yes! Yes! Yes!
There you go. That's what we're talking about. Playing inside and out. They get it down low to Babacar Endong. The double came. He kicked out to Ibanez. Ibanez ready to shoot. Now they bring it down to a single possession lead. Single digit lead, sorry.
And now here comes Harvey. Harvey has the ball. He gets it to MJ. MJ. Ooh, now this is interesting.
Yep. I think EAC now is falling to the trap of St. Clair's pressure defense now.
Oh.
So it's starting to turn around. So let's see which team can make a quicker adjustment to what each other is doing. I think that's what in the fourth quarter is very important too, is you adjust to what's happening in that situation.
A three-point shot, no good. Oh, Montejo, what a cleanup.
And here they come, St. Clair in striking distance. EAC needs to be careful. St. Clair is a championship team.
But EAC is also a champion team, defending champions here in the Nextman Cup. It's a battle of champions. So let's see, ladies and gentlemen, 7:07 remaining. Harvey has a basketball against, oh, what a pass. Jumper, no good. Rebound won by St. Clair. They have the possession. Take it one possession at a time. Hardenico lays it up. Oh, my goodness.
And just like that, St. Clair back. Like if there was no doorbell on that door, just banged right on it.
It's a 9-0 run by the St. Clair Saints as we take a look at the shacking play of the game. Brought to you by the Shawarma Shack.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the LGR rebound of the game featuring Richmond Montejo. And ladies and gentlemen, kumakatok na ang St. Clair Saints sa pintuan ng EAC Generals. Ang tanong, papapasukin ba ng EAC or tuluyang isasarado ang pintuan? Tingnan natin sa 6 minutes and 53 seconds. And slowly but surely, sabi nga natin, itong mahabang pahinga kay Babacar Endong might have, pushed him to the right headspace right now.
And let's see here. It looks like he's playing a lot better now for the Saints. It's all about capitalizing on opportunities now for St. Clair.
Here comes EAC. Jinril has been silent. Look at that rebound. MJ Raimundo. Pero umapak siya sa linya. Bola pupunta sa St. Clair.
Let's see if they can execute well on offense and get another basket. That will put them into single possession here in this ball game.
Itong St. Clair has been a consistent force outside of the UAAP and NCAA. Sila talaga yung consistent na talagang pag saan mo pinasok talagang magbibigay ng magandang laban. Oh, an offensive foul. And they don't need that one, lalo na naghabol sila.
EAC can't have an empty possession here in this one because all momentum is swinging St. Clair's way, so they need a basket somehow to try and shift the momentum of St. Clair, and hopefully that can give them energy to get a stop on defense.
53-48, 5 puntos lamang ng EAC. They have the possession, 6:12 remaining. Harvey with the basketball. He's now being met by Babacar Endong. Harvey has it. Oh, a steal by Montejo. Montejo accelerates. Montejo misses that one. And the ball will stay St. Clair's way as a timeout will be called. And take note, that timeout by St. Clair leaves them with one more left in this game. We'll be back.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Di abot ang data!
Defeat.
GG, bro!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 5:54. What should EAC do right now? Parang nagpapanik na sila ngayon.
You know, one thing that Coach Noy just said in their huddle is to make sure that when you drive to the lane, make sure that Endong is still trying to get back on defense. When you see him, he's jogging back, you got to attack right away because he's not down low.
Uh-oh. No. Rebound by Montejo. Oh, my goodness. Richmond Montejo might be small, but he is playing like the tallest person in the court right now. 53-50. 3 puntos ang kalamangan. Oh, look at that. MJ Raimundo creates some separation there. Doing an MJ style.
Wow. I mean, he was just staring down the bench of St. Clair after that shot. I mean, tough as nails here is MJ Raimundo.
Ardenico. Binigay ngayon kay Ibanez. Ibanez, oh, great tap in the pesky hands of EAC. Work there once again. MJ Raimundo, binigay ngayon kay Nunag. Nunag. The ball is with Jinrel. Jinrel. Shot. No good. Muntikan, oh. And Leonard Desabel is limping right now. It's a sprain. He stepped on the foot of Babacar Endong. There will be, and Leonard Desabel is now replaced as the medical staff is checking on him. Back to the game, 4:40 remaining. Ardenico. Ooh! That was a bad pass.
You know, that's when things kind of get shaky, is when you make decisions like that in the end game. You got to have players in the game that you know that can make the right decision. Doesn't have to be the best decision, but at least the right decision when you're in the late end game like this.
That was a dangerous pass. You don't do that to an EAC team. Talagang agaw ka yun eh. As we see MJ with a basketball. There's a foul. $55-50. Timeout. As game reset, EAC has 3 more timeouts compared to just 1 for St. Clair. Harvey, no good. Still no good. Second serving won't do well for EAC. Dumangkas, corner. Great recovery on defense by St. Clair. Babacar gets a pick. Montejo, binigay, inside, and one opportunity.
Wow.
Clint Manzano. Oh my, he's doing well. 9 points so far for Clint Manzano. 55-52, and an opportunity to cut the deficit to just 2. Just it.
Just like that, St. Clair's back in this action. I mean, EAC going down the stretch, this will test their decision making, their IQ, and how to adjust to what St. Clair is now doing. We all know Coach Noy can make those adjustments, but the big question mark is, can these young guns make those adjustments in game when their season is on the line?
10 points already for Clint Manzano. MJ, this is where he is dangerous. Oh, a miss. They were in a hurry. With still a lot of time in their shot clock. They took that shot immediately. Let's see. Montejo. Binigay kay Escobedo. 7 seconds. Oh! You don't do that in front of MJ. But MJ was in a hurry also. He smelled blood there. That's why MJ attacked.
Yeah, you know, and there's a saying in basketball, you always play to win, you never play to lose. In the last few possessions, EAC, they've been playing to win. Even though they're up by 2, even though that the clock is semi on their side, they're still aggressive. They're still looking for their shots, which is good. You got to stay aggressive. Even though you're up by 2, you still got to stay aggressive. You play to win. You don't play not to lose.
3:10 remaining. Montejo has done a good job as the QB1 for St. Clair in this game. Soy. Oh! Escobedo!
Oh my goodness. You can't even do anything with that. That's just great offense. My goodness, Soy Escobedo.
Tied at 55 all. Wow. We gotta look at that. Shacking play of the game brought to you by Shawarma Shack. Oh my. With a hand on his face. Soy Escobedo just made that shacking play of the game. 5-5-5. Ang daming 5 nakikita sa scoreboard right now. 2:40 remaining. Clint. He gets it to Nunag. Oh, great separation. No good, but Nunag once again.
There you go. Great job by Christian Nunag there, being able to be ready to get his own rebound and put it back up. Now they got to get a stop here. They can't risk a foul.
Uh-oh. No, a miss. .207 remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Twilight Zone. A move. A short. Let's see. We are in the final 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen. Montejo. He drives. Stop on the tracks by Bonus. Soy. May tanga ng bola. Soy. No good. They are trying to win the game with a 3-pointer. But in fact, they just need a 2-point shot. MJ with a leather. MJ gets it to Nunag. No good. Oh, Mundas!
And there you go. That's great basketball by EAC. Mondas is down low while Endong has been pulled out on the offensive end or the defensive end to get that offensive rebound.
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. 4-point lead. 1 minute remaining. Oh! And they will review that play. I believe that it was touched last by Endong, but of course the officials will have a better view on that one. They will go to the replay center to review that one.
You know, EAC staying composed down the stretch. That's a good sign of development if you have a young squad like this. I mean, you saw the composure there by the big man of EAC. And great job by EAC on offense when St. Clair is on defense, pulling out Babakar Endong into the perimeter. And that allowed Mundas down low to be able to get the rebound and go up with it without or even minimal challenge on the offensive end.
Because minus Babakar Endong, the EAC Generals has the advantage in terms of height.
Yes, exactly. So great job there by EAC getting Endong outside to the perimeter and being able to recover that basketball and go up with it.
And the ball will go to the EAC Generals with 56.87 seconds. Oh, there. It went through the hands of Babakar Endong. So let's see. What will be the play of EAC? In this quarter, they only scored 6 points for EAC.
Wow.
(59-55). MJ Raimundo. Binabantayan ni Escobedo. 44 seconds, 11 seconds to shoot. Uh-oh. Shot! Oh! Wow. Now 6-point lead. Oh! Bonus with a steal.
Wow, great defense from EAC.
And it appears that we will have a bonus game next week.
Wow, EAC once again proving that they are built for this.
MJ, jumper.
Oh, man. MJ Raimundo
Putting the icing on the cupcake. Oh, that was a three. That was a three. (63-58), ladies and gentlemen, as the final score, ladies and gentlemen, the St. Clair Saints will now have to go back to their drawing boards and try to bounce back in their next game.
Yeah, what a great game coming from EAC and St. Clair. St. Clair came back there trying to get another or to finish this series, but EAC at the end game, they're doing what they do.
And ladies and gentlemen, we will now listen to the school hymn of the victorious EAC Generals, followed by the St. Clair Saints.
Thank you very much. And the best player of the game with 14 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist and 2 steals, number 17, Joseph Nuna.
Welcome back mga kaliga. We're joining with the best player of the game in the EAC Generals. But Joseph Nuna, the best player of the game. Congratulations, Joseph, sa panalo niyo. May mga questions ako sa'yo. Defensive end, medyo mahirap yung task mo. Dalawang malaki yung kalaban mo. Ano yung naging mentality mo going up against Diona and Babakar and Pao?
Nag-focus lang kami sa game plan namin. Sinunod lang namin yung turo ni Coach.
So may mga clutch shots ka din at the end. Yung mga mid-range pull-up mo. Sino, ginagawa mo ba yun sa ensayo? Mga signature shots mo ba yung clutch shots mo?
Ini-extra naman po sa training yun.
So with you guys' win here, may isa pa kayong laro. Pero ngayon, may mga gusto pang batiyan. The floor is yours.
Shoutout sa pamilya ko sa Pampanga at GM ko sa Pampanga.
Salamat po. Salamat po sa lahat ng nanood. Salamat po to the EAC Generals for always entertaining. Best player of the Intergame Integrate. Now let's kick it back to Kiko with the rest of this coverage.
Alright, maraming salamat Justin and the rest of the EAC Generals. And of course, nagtapos na ang unang game as EAC Generals live for another day. They force a sudden death knockout match para sa semifinal slot against St. Clair Saints. Pero hindi pa tapos ang ating schedule for today. May isa pang game, 5:30 p.m. ang labanan ng JRU Heavy Bombers at Guangming Flying Dragons. JRU holds a twice-to-beat advantage.